Hi, and welcome back to my channel. It is morning time here. I'm working in the hotel this morning, waiting to go to the airport this afternoon to head back to my home. Um, just wanted to follow up on the video that I did last where I was talking about how I was going to be going and giving my official notice to my employer about retiring. Now, I'm doing a long notice. My business, the owners asked that of me, and I have no problem with giving them a long notice. So I did get to sit down with them. Uh, they knew it was coming. My husband's been retired already for a year and a half, a little over a year and a half, and so they've kind of been expecting that I would retire. Um, so it wasn't a huge surprise, but it was a really great conversation. I had really mixed feelings the day before I sat down with them, but it was a really good conversation, and I didn't have to worry about anything. The company I work for, again, is just a wonderful company. Um, so anyway, we spent a lot of time just kind of talking about, the progress that our company has made. I've been there not since the beginning, but pretty close to. Um, I was the 12th employee hired, and now we're somewhere in the neighborhood of 150. I'm out of HR now, so I'm pretty sure that's about where we are. But but we had a really, really good conversation and talked about what needs to happen for the transition to happen. We've got a year to transition all my work over. I do several jobs for the company, so they're going to have to hire quite a few people. Um, and then, I tried to leave it kind of flexible for them. So I did tell them January of 2026. I didn't give an exact date because I have no problem with this company and with this team. That if they need me to work a couple extra days, couple weeks, I can do that. I don't have a problem doing that. But anyway, so I just want to give an update. Uh, Feeling so much freer in my heart. Um, you always wonder if news like this is going to go poorly, when you're sharing it. Um, there's so much going on in our company right now. We're experiencing exponential growth. We're experiencing some um, shifts in responsibilities and some management changes and things like that, just trying to scale up more fluidly. And so, just throwing another wrench in the works was not something that I wanted to do. But the conversation went fantastic. We talked about my future plans. They're super excited for me. And then word got out with a few of the members of the team that I'm closer to. And so just this week has been um, about as well as I could have expected it to go is how it went. And I'm really pleased. And so now I can start my countdown officially and publicly, um, outside of YouTube publicly. I have, let me see how many days it is. I have 412 days until retirement. So just really looking forward to it. Um, in other news, we all saw the stock market swing up, and it went very high, as we all know, set records again and again and again and again. I think it was 4 days in a row. So now it's coming down. It's getting a little bit more, you know, realistic. People are taking their earnings or their winnings, I should say, because it's crazy. It was like it was gambling. Um, but I'm not concerned because I invest for the long term. So, I look at it, I see what's going on, I record my dividends in my charts, and I just keep motoring. I just keep contributing. I'm taking the overall consistency and the dollar cost averaging. If you contribute over time, you'll buy sometimes when it's high and you'll buy sometimes when it's low. You're just being consistent, and that's called dollar cost averaging. And over time in the stock market, um, overall, you've had an average of, I believe it's 8 or 9% per year. And that includes, bad years. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. We just continue to, slowly but surely, we just continue to climb. And that's what I'm looking for. Um, in terms of our house valuation, the Florida real estate market's a little rough. We're in a kind of a unique area in that we are in a beach community. We live right near the beach. My house is right near the beach. Um, 40 steps, 40 steps to the beach. But it's not a tourist area, and it's also not a millionaire area. It's just a working class neighborhood. So it's very unique. There really aren't very many of those left in Florida, probably in the nation, honestly. Waterfront, um, and very within a block of the water is a little crazy right now. So we're in a very unique area. So I do believe that eventually my house valuation might be affected by this housing market, but I don't think it's going to be to the extent that we're seeing in Miami or on the West Coast with all the hurricanes they've suffered, those poor people. Um, but they've had a lot of, issues in their housing market because of um, the weather events also. We haven't had that. So anyway, I'm kind of taking that with a grain of salt anyway. Um, but that's my update for today. So I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week and a fantastic weekend. And I'm going to finish packing up my stuff and do a little bit more work. And then I'm going to take off for the airport and take my flight back home and just have a lovely, less stress weekend. I did it. Gave my notice. I did it. So God bless and be safe. Bye.